Do you think high school teaches us enough life skills?
Probably.
No.
No, I don't really necessarily believe so.
I think so. I really do. I think the argument can be made both sides. I think you can say, tangibly, I didn't learn how to change a tire, I didn't know how to properly do laundry, et cetera, et cetera. But I think there's enough courses here that if you really look into it, you can learn things. Like you can take Money Matters to learn more about finances. You can take some of the CTE classes that talk about like child skills and how to raise children, things like that. Are there certain things I wish we did a better job of? Sure. There's always room for improvement. But I think overall, both tangibly and from an intangible standpoint, I think school, if you allow it to, and if you're 100% committed, does offer you good life skills. Interpersonal skills.
Learning how to get a job,
How to sew.
Sewing,
how to eat a balanced diet,
nutrition, cooking,
Learn how to cook.
Driver's ed.
how to drive a car,
How to change a tire. My finances.
how to write a check,
overall country economics versus personal finance.
The intricacies of tax.
how to pay your taxes, how to raise a kid.
Childcare,
Child skills and how to raise children. I just think that the demand wasn't always there, and a lot of times with budget cuts, think back to the '08 time when there was pay freezes and budget cuts, those are the first things that had to go, and this weren't replaced.
I believe that the home economics course was taken out because women didn't want to be held to the standards of having to raise a family and feed them and take care of them. They didn't want to be put in the domestic role that they'd been put in the 50s. So they wanted to venture out, do entrepreneurship roles, become a CEO, wear shoulder pads.
A good point in time for learning about the culture of home economics is during the 1950s. This curriculum in the larger socio-cultural context was taught almost exclusively to female students during the 1950s, as it created an outline for the dominant ideas about women's roles in society. They were taught how to bake and how to cook healthy food for their future families, and how to buy appliances and use important tools in food handling and preservation.
Some had specialized in foods and nutrition, others in education, in textiles and clothing, household equipment, child development, applied art, institution management, journalism. Home economics is all of this and more too.
They were also taught child development, sewing their own clothes, and how to properly arrange a home. Terms like domestic science and home economics help to frame the study of cooking and buying as an academic discipline, full of skills worth learning and studying. This series of conferences, and later the entire discipline of home economics, was founded on the idea that consumer culture was something one could be educated in. Home economics was the study of consumption. The program has since been removed from many schools, as many students found that being trained for a domestic life and not encouraged to go for high educations was an insult.
Is school where you would learn that? That might be one of those things you just pick up on your own. I mean, everybody's going to be different about probably what they eat, how they cook it, and whether or not they eat out all the time. I don't know. I mean, I think everybody's born with the knowledge of how to push a vacuum cleaner, for instance. I guess the question is, do you learn everything you need to in school? And I don't think you do. I think that you continue to learn, and I think that different settings provide different styles of learning, options and things like that.
We should learn them at school. We don't have any time at our home. School sucks up our entire day. When I get home, you want to sleep, you want to snack, you want to spend time with your family. You don't have time to sit and learn about W-2 forms and adulting. School should be where you're learning. And that should be incorporated in your day-to-day school day.
There's two sides to that coin. Number one, is it hard to not have any home economic skills at all? Yes, absolutely, it's terrible. But at the same time, at what point do we expect parents to parent their children? But at the same time, you know, there are a lot of people that have decided that it's the school's job to teach the kids basic parenting skills, and I believe that's wrong. So I think I see both sides, but at the end of the day, we still need to have an option for kids that don't have that support at home.
I wish I'd done more like stock-based and financially based classes, and that's on me because they were offered, but that's more on me than anything, just in my interest at the time. You know, looking back, I wish I had paid a little bit more attention in that scheduling. I believe like I'm in control. I'm not going to blame external sources for my problems. School, if you allow it to, and if you're 100% committed, does offer you good life skills.